Welcome to episode 1 of Dash University. We are so excited to have you here today. Today feels like a good day. It just feels like one of those days.
It does, man. I feel like this is about to be some freaking massive bombs in here right now, guys.
Guys, if you guys are with us, do me a quick favor. Drop in the chat where in this world you are from. Go! Drop it in the chat. Where in this world are you from?
Everybody's coming in, guys. We're super freaking pumped.
UK, London, Los Angeles, boy, Halifax, NS,
Halifax,
Utah, Pembroke Pines, Florida,
right
Switzerland, Baltimore. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Labra, Tom, Richard, Matt, Devin, Damien, Ella, what? There is so many people, so many beautiful people in here. And we got people still joining in. Guys, before we get started, because this is the first episode of Dash University, we just want to welcome you really quick. Angel, do you want to say something to these beautiful people?
Guys, one thing I want to start off with is we appreciate all of you guys for taking action, for jumping in this Dash, you guys. We are really, truly excited to deliver for you guys. We have worked extremely hard on all the content, on everything that we're gonna deliver, and we are doing this just for you guys. So we're super excited.
Pump!
Chad is about to drop some freaking fire for you guys. So I don't wanna stay and stick around for too long. I'm gonna let him take it away because he's about to just go in and literally I'm just gonna let him take it away.
Awesome.
Everybody say hi to Carlos.
Hey, Carlos, let's hit the GoPro really quick. GoPro! Look how, I just want to keep the GoPro on really quick. I just want to show you guys something really quick and show you guys how much of a production effort this is, okay? Let's hit the GoPro 1 second so we can get a view of the room. First, we got a very expensive studio that we're going to be performing these webinars live every week for you guys, okay? As you can see right up top, right there, we got our GoPro, which is the view that we're seeing right now. On this side, right over here, we have our side camera, what's going on. We got our main camera right up here, right in the front, what's going on. And then we have our monitor, which we're gonna be doing whiteboard strategies, and I'll be whipping out tons of really cool stuff for you guys. Plus, on top of that, if we can hit the GoPro one more time, we got our amazing team in here. I got myself, I got Angel, we got Beatrice on the 1s and 2s, we got Carlos, every time something breaks, he's the one who breaks it and then fixes it. Woo. And we're ready to rock and roll, people. So I just wanted to go over a couple quick things. Angel, thank you so much for jumping on with me, man. Yep. Angel, you guys are going to see Angel next week on our agency Spotlight, and then even the week after that for some awesome fire that he's going to spit for you guys. All right, cool. So I want to just go over a couple quick things for about 2 minutes with you guys to make sure that we're all on the same page, to set proper expectations, and make sure that you guys know kind of where to go to absorb all the information. And I got my little handy dandy sheet here, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. First thing, I want to talk to you guys about how registration works. So every single week, Thursdays at 12 p.m. EST, we are going to be going live right here in Zoom. So the channel that you guys are in, the way that you guys got in here, it's pretty simple. We've developed a system where anybody who is a member, an active member of Dash University, we will auto-register you guys every single week for the webinar, and you guys are going to get an email from Zoom with a link to join the webinar just like you did, okay? That's the first thing that you should know. Second thing is, how do you actually log into the membership area? So once we're done with these videos, they'll automatically be uploaded into the membership area within about 24 hours of us doing it. So we got to take the footage and clean it up for you guys and then upload it in the membership area. Now, how do you actually get into that membership area? There's 2 ways that you can do that, okay? The first way that you can do it is you can literally just go to dashu.dashclicks.com. That'll take you to the home page. On the top right-hand corner, you'll see a sign-in button. Just click on that, sign in with the username, which is your agency company's email address. You use that, that's gonna be your username, and then whatever password you actually set up when you're setting up your DashU membership area, okay? You can do that, or you can log into your DashClicks account, click Education in the main menu, then click Dash University, and within a couple of seconds, our system will automatically open up a new tab and redirect you into the sign-in page. Also, if you want to watch this on the fly, logging in through the first route, which is dashclicks.com. You can watch it on your phone, you can watch it on your iPad, you can intake the information from literally anywhere in the world that you are. All you need is some type of device, which is a computer, a tablet, or a mobile phone, and internet, okay? So that's the first thing that I wanted to go over with you guys. Second thing, make sure that you guys join our Dash University Facebook group. So all you got to do is literally go to facebook.com/groups/Dash University. Enter in and just put in whatever email you use when purchasing Dash University, which is your agency's email address for your DashClicks account. We'll let you right into the group. It's going to be a private group with all of us. We'll all be attending and sharing and networking. And keep in mind, guys, this is just day one, so the group and the members are going to grow every single day, okay? So next thing I want to talk to you guys is about the way that we are different and how we're providing 4 completely different learning styles, okay? So the first style that we're going to be providing is what you're going to see right here today, which is going to be hosted by myself, Chad Kodary, CEO of DashClicks, and I'm going to be doing what we call a whiteboard strategy for you. So if you've ever seen any of the marketer mindset webinars back in the days, I'm going to be coming on here and basically doing a whiteboard style session so you can visually see everything that's in my mind and I can show it to you in kind of like just easy doodles and stuff like that, okay? So that's going to happen every single month. The first Thursday of every month is going to be a whiteboard strategy. The second week of every single month, Thursday at 12 p.m., we're going to be doing an agency spotlight. This is where you are going to be able to join us, guys. It's the coolest thing ever. So we're going to be picking one of the members, new member, every single month from Dash U. So if you're a member of Dash U, you'll have the ability to apply to join us live for a agency spotlight segment. And what that is you can basically jump on and we are going to help you with any questions that you have within your agency, any struggles that you're having, any questions that you have, like literally anything from A to Z that you need help with. We're basically going to be helping you guys out. We're going to be breaking down your agency from A to Z. And not only that, you're going to be right up here on the big screen, and myself and Angel are going to be right here on the side of you guys, answering all your questions and making sure that every piece of information we're providing you guys is going to be 100% to provide basically the momentum to basically scale your agency as fast as you can. Then on week 3, Angel Picardo is going to come on here and he's going to be doing his Dash Masterclass, which is going to be a webinar style approach, a webinar style presentation, where we're going to be right here. He's going to be sliding through webinar slides so you can visually see exactly how to pick up and scale your agency with extreme momentum. That's the 3rd week. Then the 4th week of every single month, we're going to be bringing on a brand new influencer every single month that's going to be coming in here and dropping value bombs on how they built their 5, 6, 7, some of these guys even 8-figure digital marketing agencies. So they're going to show you what they did all the way from working from literally the groundwork from probably where you might be today of just starting your agency, maybe within your first year of starting your agency, whatever situation that you're in, and show you how to literally take your agency and literally just go bang, 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 bang to start scaling up, getting more recurring revenue, guys. If that sounds good to you guys, can I get a 476 in the chat right now? Let's go. 476 in the chat, let's go. Woo! Awesome, awesome, awesome. One super important thing, guys, that I want you guys to do and make sure that you guys are doing on every single one of these webinars that we do is make sure that you are engaging. Make sure that you're asking questions. Make sure that you, when I say drop a number, you drop that number. We want to build a community. We want to build a tribe. We want people from all over the world, which you guys are already here. You can see from all over the world. We all share the same vision. We share the same mindset. We have the same goals, right? So please engage with others. It's only going to make the community better, okay? Engage here, engage in the private Facebook group, ask your questions. Myself and Angel and other people from the community will go in and help you. That's what we're here to do. That's what this program is here for. It's here to help you guys with anything that you need for your agency because we want success for your agency, okay? So last but not least, the last thing before we get started with today's lesson plan is we need to ask you guys for a favor, okay? Our goal with Dash University is to grow this community and this tribe to as large as we possibly can, right? Which means the only way that we can do that is with your help. So anything that you learn from this specific webinar or any webinar after that you attend, all we ask you to do is go online and post it. Post it on your personal page. Go in our free Marketers Mindset group, post it there. Okay? Let others that are not in the DashU membership see what we're providing, see the value, see the golden nuggets that you guys are stealing from us so they can join our group, they can join our tribe, and we can grow together, because the more people we are, the more we'll be able to do, and the bigger impact we'll be able to make. Okay? So, hopefully that helps you guys. We're about to get started with today's lesson. Who's ready to rock and roll? 788 in the chat, let's go. 788 in the chat, let's go. Amazing, guys. I'm going to get set up right here on my side monitor. And we're going to get started today. We're going to get started today. What's going on, everybody? All right, cool. So, guys, today what we're going to be doing for you guys, and what I'm going to be teaching you guys is, and this is kind of how we built, or we're building Dash University. We're going to start off with the basics, and every single week as we go, it's going to get more advanced, okay? And you're going to be getting a golden nugget today. Next week's golden nugget's going to be a little bit bigger. Then it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger to the point where you have a 7-figure golden nugget, and that's going to be your agency. So if you guys are cool with that, and you're ready to rock and roll, and you're here for the long term, and you're ready to learn, intake the information, absorb the information, and apply it in your agency, let me get an 888 in the chat right now. Let's go. Bang, 888888888. Love it, guys. I love it, guys. All right, so today we're going to talk about understanding the essentials of every digital marketing service so you can sell it like water. Like, I want you guys to be able to sell with momentum. Here's the problem, and here's where most agencies fail. If you don't understand what you're selling and how it can provide value to the people that you're selling it to, it's going to be, one, impossible for you to sell it, and if you're a really good salesperson and you do sell it, it's going to be hard for you to retain your clients, okay? So today what we're going to be going over is the 6 major services that I used when really scaling my agency, when I started offering recurring-based services, and that was the first year where I hit my first 6 figures and then hitting the 7 figures. Like, these are the exact services that I sold within my agency. They're the exact services we sell today in our agency. They're the exact services that we sell inside of DashClicks. They're the services that everybody sells. So you need to understand these 6 main services. You need to understand the psychology behind the services, the proper price points that you should be selling the services at, how it provides value so you can actually go out and literally run with extreme momentum. So if you guys are cool with that, 1, 2, 3 in the chat. Let's go. I want to make sure everybody's awake and on the same page. 1, 2, 3 in the chat. Bang, 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 bang. Amazing. Amazing. Awesome, guys. So let's get started. Without further ado, I want to introduce our first service, okay? Now, guys, as you can see here right on this board, I basically got 6 boxes in here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, I listed 6 boxes, and in each box, I'm going to be listing every single service that's a major digital marketing service in the space that you need to literally understand the ins and outs of, okay? So the ones that I put in the box number 1 is going to be the easiest services that you should sell and the first services that you should sell, very similar to a value ladder approach, right? So whatever I put in here is the first service that you should be attacking. Whatever I put in here in the 6 box is going to be the hardest one to attack and the hardest one to sell. So if you're an agency and you're planning on scaling, you should start here, then work your way here to 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. Now you might skip a couple of these in between. You might package these together depending on what your client needs, but you have to understand what these services are and how you should be approaching these, okay? So the first service on our list is going to be website design. Come on, board. There we go. Guys, everybody needs a website. you have to, we're in 2019, okay? We're about to hit 2020 for God's sakes, okay? You need a website to compete in the age of today, okay? You have to. It's just something that you have to have, okay? We're gonna go deeper into every single one of these services, but I'm gonna list them out first. The second thing that you need, especially if you're a local-based business, very important, is directories. Okay? Directory listings. Awesome. The third thing that you're gonna need, social media, guys. Social media posting services, okay? Then we're gonna do SEO. Okay? Then we are going to do Facebook ads. Then we are going to do Google ads. Does everybody understand what's going on here? Can I get a 783 in the chat really quick if you guys are on the same page as me? 783 in the chat. Somebody just put 73. You're that excited you can't even finish typing. Come on, Damien. Guys, these are the services. Forget about everything that you think that you know about digital marketing, okay? And I'm saying this with complete honesty. Forget about everything that you think that you know about digital marketing. I want you guys to clear your minds and start with a clean slate, okay? Today is going to be that clean slate day, okay? These are the 6 services that you should be offering within your business, okay? Website design should be the first service that you should always offer. Directory listing should be the second service. Social media posting is the third service. SEO is fourth. Facebook ads is fifth. And Google ads is sixth. The reason why these 3 are down here is they're a lot more complex. They're a lot harder to sell, okay? It's more technical. These 3 are a lot easier. Building a website is easy, okay? Directory listings, getting them into directories, social media posting. These are things that you can do, and these are also the footprints of the business, okay? So you really have to understand these 6 services. We're gonna dive deep into each and every service, okay, guys? So probably your next question for me is, Chad, well, what do I sell all this? What do I sell all this shit for, right? What do I sell this for? So let's do this. Let's bring this bad boy right here. We'll get back to that in a second. Awesome. Let's start with website design. Website design. Anybody on here ever sold a website? Anybody on here ever sold a website? Drop a 1 in the chat if you've ever sold a website before. 1 in the chat. Okay, awesome. So a lot of you guys in here have sold websites. Matt has sold a website. Devin, Kenton, Damien, Angel, Richard. Good, a lot of you guys are selling websites. That's good. Now guys, there's 2 different ways you can sell websites, okay? You can sell them as a custom website, okay? So the first thing is custom. Okay, it's gonna be custom website. Now, if you're developing a custom website, the minimum that you should be charging, and this goes into 2 different paths, okay? You're gonna build the custom website, but you're gonna have an info-based website, or you're gonna have an e-com. Okay, there we go, e-com. Two different worlds, people, okay? An info-based website is a basic informational business website, 5 pages, or more than that if they need it, just a basic informational website. An e-commerce website is a website with products, Okay, now that requires merchant integration, that requires a shopping cart integration. Those things are a lot harder to do, which means if they're harder to do and they take more time to do, you charge more money for it. That's the way that this digital marketing world works. Okay, the longer a service takes to do, the more intricate and difficult it is to do, the more value it's basically worth, right? So usually in our retail agency, social agency, we charge a minimum of $1,500. That's our minimum fee, okay? And this is for a 5-page website, 5-pager. Okay? It's a 5-page website. Now that's a custom website, okay? 5 pages. Now when you think about websites and you think about custom websites, okay? And I want to kind of bring this down. When I say custom, I don't necessarily mean built from the ground up and coding everything from scratch, okay? A lot of you guys are familiar with all these CMS platforms like WordPress, right, which is a big one. Even our builder, which we have, okay? A lot of the times, you don't need to build websites from scratch, okay? You can use templates, but you can completely customize that template, okay? Which still takes a long time to do, right? And you're personalizing the website, and probably after you're done, it won't even look like the template because you're changing colors, you're changing the layout, you're changing the style, themes, content, like everything, right? But you don't have to build that from bare bones, right? Okay, so I never recommend you build anything from the bare bones. I recommend always starting with a template and working your magic from there. Okay, it's $1,500 for a 5-page website. That's where you should start. If they need to add more pages, charge them like 99 bucks every page that they add. Okay. Then you're going to have e-com. Now, because e-com is a lot more difficult, we charge $2,500 minimum, okay? And this is included with 15 products. Okay? Now, you'll see here in these parentheses, there's limits, okay? Because if you're going to start selling shit and you don't put limits, what's going to happen is you're going to end up building an e-commerce website with 6,000 products for $2,500 bucks. You're going to be building the next eBay, okay? And you're not even going to know it, okay? So put limits on products. It's very, very important, guys. Make sure you have limits. And what happens is if they have more than 15 products, charge extra. They have more than 5 pages, it's not a problem. Charge extra for it. You're charging for your time. Whatever takes more time to do, you charge for it. We're not in the industry to work for free, okay? So we can go these 2 routes where we can build a custom website if it's an info-based website, $1,500 at a minimum for a 5-page website. If it's an e-com website, $2,500 for 15 products minimum. If they need anything else after that, you can even charge them like $39 for every additional product, $49 for every additional product. Somewhere in that price range is fair. 5-page website, charge them $99, $129 for every additional page that they need. Okay? Everybody on the same page so far? 736 in the chat below. Or on the side, wherever your screen is. 736. 736, 736. Bang, 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 bang. Amazing. We're all on the same page. I'm glad. Okay? Then the next thing that you can do, which most of you probably already know about or you might be using, is InstaSite. Okay? InstaSites. InstaSite, for those of you guys who are not familiar with what it is, it's a tool that we have in DashClicks. You can check it out. Just log in your DashClicks account, click on Agency Tools in the main menu, click on InstaSites, and you can use it actually for free, and you can build 3 sites a month with this for prospecting. This is probably one of the best tools we have right now. And literally, all you do is you just build a website for somebody using our templates that we have. It injects all their information into the website, builds them a custom, nice, beautiful website. And then because the website's already built and you really don't have to do much, maybe like just connect their domain name for them, which takes like 10 minutes. For this, you charge $199. You can even be fair, which would be basically a one-time fee. One-time fee. Okay, plus you want to charge monthly, which is $49 per month. Okay, and this is basically going to include the access to the drag and drop builder in your white label dashboard. It's going to include hosting, and then it's going to include an SSL certificate. All they need is a domain name. You just bang, point that domain name over, and get a domain name for like 15 bucks for the whole year. Okay, very inexpensive. But this process is a lot easier to sell. It's a lot easier to prospect with. It's a lot easier to do a lot of stuff with because you can literally show them the website before selling them anything. Okay? Everybody on the same page here with Insta sites and custom website. This is website design 101. Ladies and gentlemen. 788 in the chat. Let's go. 788 in the chat. In the chat. Cool. And most of you guys, if you're new to this and you've never seen me present or do a live webinar, you'll see me screen a bunch of random numbers. And the psychology behind that is to get your attention, to make sure you're awake, to make sure you're understanding. And also, it's like that confirmation of, hey, did you just get what I just said? And if you did, just drop this number in the chat. So it's a way for me to confirm that what I'm doing and what I'm teaching is sinking into your brain. So when you see me say, hey, drop a 333 in the chat, go, drop it in. 333 in the chat. That's my way of getting that recognition and that confirmation, like saying, yes, I taught these guys something, and they get it, okay? You should have dropped the 333 in the chat. Come on, guys, get with the program. You should have dropped that 333 in the chat. All right, next. Thank you. Everybody now dropping 333. Beautiful. Cool. Cancel that. Don't want to terminate that bad boy. All right, we'll drop this bad boy right here. By the way, how cool is this program, guys? Look at this shit. Can we show the screen real quick? This is like a master plan right here. Can we go PMP real quick? Look at this master plan. Look at this. We're just on number 1. We got 5 more to go. All right, here we go. All right, number 2. Directory listings. Okay? Directory listings. Now, guys, directory listings usually is only good for local-based businesses, or not local-based, because you can have like an Olive Garden as an example, or Burger King, right? And they have 5,000 locations, but each one of those locations are local, right? So like brick and mortar style local businesses, okay? So that's what directory listings is good for. Now, directory listings, you should be charging $99 per month, okay? If you want, you can charge a setup fee. I know back in the day, we used to do like a setup fee on this. We used to do like a $49, like something minimal, just to add some extra money in our pocket. Or to cover your sales reps if you're gonna end up doing sales reps, or cover your time doing this. So you used to do one time fee. Okay. So 99 bucks a month, $49 one-time fee. Okay, I remember when we had our call center, and this is not something that you guys should even be focusing on right now, but later on in your agency's lifespan, you're going to see how these small numbers, once you start attacking and scaling them up, they start going quick, okay? They start going really, really quick, okay? So really what you want to focus on is, how do I actually sell this with extreme momentum? How do I do it? And I'm sorry, guys, this is actually supposed to be $199. It's my fault. Or handy dandy eraser here. Would you look at that? Bang. All right, $199 a month. Sorry about that. So $199 a month. That's what you should be selling for. So you'll see eventually how these small numbers, as you start accumulating them, they start stacking every single month. That's going to be like, how many of you guys, and we're in a community where we need to be honest with each other so we can help each other and build off each other. What is your average salary that you guys are making on a monthly basis? Go ahead and drop it in the chat. Not salary, and if you're working, it could be salary. If you have your agency, it can be revenue that you're generating. Whatever it is. Just go ahead, and if you're cool with it, drop it in the chat so we can learn from each other. I won't call you out, don't worry. Just drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat, let's go, people. All right. Somebody said E900, so that's European. I don't know what that equates to in US, but I'm assuming, I think it's like 1.5 or something like that, right? I could be completely wrong. I don't know what that is in the US. If you can transfer that in US, oh, it's pounds, 900 pounds. What's 900 pounds towards transfer that to US? Somebody said 5K. Awesome. Another person said 5K. Another person said 5K. Jesus, you guys are all in the 5K club. 1,100. Okay, cool. Thank you. Awesome. 1,090. Perfect. Cool. So think about this. Okay? Let's even start with that. How many of these do you got to sell to get to $1,100? You need to sell about 6 of these, right? You got to sell 6 of these. Right? So if you're working a job and your goal is to get out of your job, make a goal. Just go sell 6 of these directory listings to companies, get your revenue, and that's all you got to do. Okay? And we're going to talk about goals and how to sell. We're going to talk about that later on. I want you to retain the information of just this first, right? But always set goals, okay? And I'm just showing you guys this because you can see how these numbers can start stacking up. I remember at one point when we had our call center, we were selling about 30 to 50 of these every single month. Do the math on that, okay? So that's what you should be doing. That's directory listings, all right? Let's get this bad boy right here. We'll come back to that. Awesome. Directory listings. Next one. Number 3, social media posting. Social. Small L there. We'll make it work. Social media posting. Okay, guys? Probably one of the easiest things to sell too, and that's why it's lower on the value ladder. What you want to do here, guys, is you want to sell social media posting, obviously for an affordable service. Okay? Let's talk about this right here. Guys, anybody here sold social media posting before? Has anybody here sold any social media posting services before? Just basically posting on their social media channels. Not yet. Okay, cool. What do you think a good value for social media posting service would be? Let's see if you guys are on the money. What do you think a good value for social media posting services should be? Drop it in the chat below. Come on, guys. Everybody got to wake up. Wake up. Said $199 per month. Not bad. $500 per month, Tom said. What else we got? 3 channels, $4.99. Pretty cool. $2.99. All great answers, guys. You guys are, no one is wrong here, okay? What you should be selling your digital marketing, your social media postings for is $3.99 per month. This is like a good industry average, and what they get for this is 3 posts per week. Okay? You get 3 posts per week. So as an example, if you're in DashClicks, you know what we do in DashClicks is we'll do Facebook, Instagram, do Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, and LinkedIn. 5 social media channels, and we're going to be posting to those social media channels 3 times a week, which basically means you're going to get about 12 posts per month, okay? And that's going to keep their social media page active. That means that their reception or their person that's in their office or their son or their daughter or their husband or wife or whatever that person is in that business that's doing this, if their time is worth more than $400 to do this, this is a very easy sale to them, okay? And all it is just posting on their social media channels, guys, okay? Nice custom posts, some of their business info. Now you can do different tiers, right? So you can do a tier like this where you're doing 3 posts a month, and then you can charge more. Maybe you can have like a tier 2 as an example, right? So this would be tier 1. So let's call this T1. And this would be T2. as an example. And here you can charge like $5.99. I'm just giving you guys some good numbers. $5.99 a month. Okay, and for $5.99 a month, you'll do 5 posts per week. See what's happening, guys? Why are we charging more? Anybody know why we're charging more for this? Instead of $3.99 for doing 5 posts, why are we charging $5.99? Whoever can give me a correct answer, I'll ship you out a swag bag. Emmanuel said, more work. 100% right, Emmanuel. Just go ahead and open up a live chat. We'll send you a swag bag. It's more work, guys. Anything that takes us more work, we charge more for. It's that simple. Okay? But these are some good industry average numbers. Now, you're going to see ads on Facebook that are like, oh, $29 a month social media. Guys, that's like low grade social media posting services. That stuff's not going to have any effect, okay? You want to deliver quality work, okay? And by doing and being able to do quality work, you need to have high-end services that are actually going to make an impact on the businesses, okay, guys? So very simple social media posting. Let's get another one of these bad boys open here. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. SEO. SEO, guys. Search engine optimization. Okay? Now we're moving up the ladder. It's a little bit harder to sell. It's a little bit more technical. It involves a lot of stuff, right? Social media, SEO, you should be selling for $6.99 per month. If you want, you can tag on a setup fee here of like $199 a month if you want to do that. One-time fee, right? So we do plus, you know that. And then you can use this to just leverage, right? Leverage your setup fee, waive the setup fee. Okay? And once again, guys, we're going to get more into this later on down in the university. We're going to talk about how to sell these. We're going to talk about how to pitch these. We're going to talk about how to sell multiple contracts of these every single month with like a massive momentum. So trust me, hang tight. Just intake the information. We're going to be going step by step here, okay? SEO $6.99 a month. Now with our SEO packages, we do, as an example, content every month. We get you listed in directories. We do on-page optimization. There's a lot of stuff that gets involved into our SEO packages, which is the reason why we're able to actually sell it for a good amount. Now, $6.99 per month is actually industry average on what you should be selling your SEO for, okay? You'll see people that charge $4, $5, $6, $7 grand a month, like crazy amounts to do SEO, and then you'll see people that charge like $99 a month, like nobody can do real SEO for $99 a month. It's almost impossible, okay? You have to have some type of strategy there, right? So think about it like that, guys. SEO, you should be selling for $6.99 a month, $199 if you want. You can use that setup fee approach to have a nice setup fee on there, okay? Bang. All right, number 5. Probably one of your favorites. Or most people's favorites, is Facebook ads. Facebook ads, guys, okay? Facebook ads, you should be charging $9.99 a month, okay? And on this, you should be charging a setup fee, because you have to actually build out all of the ads and the creatives, and that shit takes a long time. You should be charging $4.99 for this. $4.99, one-time fee. Okay? Now, guys, there should be limits when you're running paid ads, okay? Once again, we talked about how to actually go out at the beginning and make sure to set specific standards. Like as an example, like cap it out, like websites. Hey, I'm going to charge you this for 5 pages. I'm going to charge you this for 15 products, right? It's the same thing here, okay? So if you're going to do this, you should be charging this amount, as an example, for $3K a month budget, okay? $3,000 per month budget that the customer has, so that's their ad spend, okay? This is how much they're spending in ad spend. If they're spending $3,000 or up to $3,000 a month, now people might start off with a $500, $1,000 a month ad spend. As long as they're under the $3K a month, you should be charging them $999 a month, and then a one-time setup fee, $499, to build out all the creatives, the ads, the campaigns, pixel optimization, pixel placement, all that good stuff, okay? $999 a month, $499 one-time setup fee. Now, the second they tip over this $3K budget, okay, so this is T1 for Tier 1. Oh, come on, screen. Then you can go T2 here as an example, okay? And T2, you can charge, maybe as an example, you go $1,500 a month. Right, $14.99, right, a month. Okay, and that's if they're upgrading, or if they're doing it, then you tag on the setup fee plus setup fee. If it's like, if this is the first time they're working with you, and then you'll see where the structure of that, that's a different budget now, right? Then you can go up to, let's say, like a 5K, right? 5K a month. Budget. Okay? So you can get creative with these different tiers, okay? But Facebook ads, guys, is a lot more technical. It's a lot harder to sell. It's a lot harder to retain clients. Everything about Facebook ads, it's a lot harder, which is why it's number 5 on the value ladder, okay? You should not go in with Facebook ads. It's really, really hard, guys, okay? Facebook ads is more of an expert style sale. Okay? You need to be an expert in Facebook ads to be able to go out and sell it, retain it, manage the project, okay? Awesome. Let's hit the last one. All right, let's drag this bad boy right here. Cool. And we're going to go number 6. Now, harder than Facebook ads to sell and manage is Google ads, okay? It's just a lot harder. There's a lot more metrics involved, okay? A lot of analytics, it's a different style approach of marketing, okay? However, the tiered pricing should be identical to Facebook ads. It's a paid media campaign, right? So the same thing here, right? Tier 1, as an example, should be charging $9.99 a month plus $4.99 setup, as an example. And then same thing here. Tier 2 should be charging $1,500 a month plus a $4.99 setup. Okay, this is going to be for up to a 3K month budget. Okay, this is going to be for a 5K a month budget. Same exact tiered structure. But Google Ads is a lot harder to sell, which is why it's the last one, okay? By the way, guys, hold all your Q&As. I'm going to do a Q&A session at the end of this right here shortly. So just hold all of your Q&As, okay? We'll do a whole Q&A session. All right. Let's talk about each one of these services really quick, okay? Let's get this down here. Let's move some of these around so we can go P and P here. Awesome. Guys, 793 if you guys are on the same page as me. $7.93 if you're on the same page as me. See what I'm doing there? See what I'm doing there? $7.93 if you're on the same page as me. Bang! Bang! You guys all on the same page as me here in the room? Can I get a hands up? Everybody in the room? Hands up? Hands up? Cool. All right, awesome. Don't make it awkward, people. All right, let's go P&P real quick. All right. So I'm going to recap real quick, and then we're going to talk about value for each one of these. The 6 services that you should be focusing on selling and forgetting about everything else that you think that you knew about digital marketing. First one that you should try to sell is website design, then directory listings, then social media posting, then SEO, then Facebook ads, then Google ads. You're probably going to say, Chad, but what if somebody just wants Facebook ads and doesn't need everything else? It's fine. You can sell them that. But if you're going to take the value ladder approach and you really want to get sales now, start with the easiest shit to sell and work your way up. Because guess what? The easiest shit to sell means that you'll be able to sell shit easily. And you'll be able to get revenue for your company easily, right? So if you're sitting there and you've been trying to get clients for like a year now and you haven't signed up one freaking client because you're trying to charge $1,000 a month for Facebook ads, it's because you're not at that stage yet to be selling a $1,000 a month Facebook ad package. What you need to do is sell a website. Sell some listings, sell some social media, sell some smaller packages, get your feet wet, get some clients. Because guess what? Those clients will buy more from you, right? You'll have cross expansion in each one of these clients. You'll sign up 5 clients and each one of them will start buying more from you. Guess what? It's cool. It happens. I promise you I've done it before. It's really, really cool. Like really cool. Okay? 973 in the chat if you agree. 973. 973 in the chat, people! Beautiful. I love it. Thank you guys for the love. We got engagement going on today. All right, let's recap again. Let's go P&P. Or let's just do PP. Website design, if you're selling a custom website. If it's an info website, $1,500, 5 pages. By the way, guys, Beatrice, do me a quick favor. I don't know if I'm in the screen or not. Take me out of the screen. Guys, I want you to do a quick favor. Screenshot this page really quick. We'll give you about 30 seconds. Go ahead and screenshot this page. I know my handwriting is shitty, but just take it in, screenshot the page. Okay, awesome. This is going to help you guys. And by the way, guys, I'm going to be giving you guys a downloadable asset after this. So when you log into your membership area within the next 24 hours, you'll have this video which you can rewatch. And you'll also have a downloadable asset where I'll give you the whole lesson plan, which is basically what's sitting right here in front of me. I'll give you a PDF of that, so you'll get that. And that will have all this information on it, okay, guys? All right, so if you're selling a custom website, it's, you can put me back on the screen. I don't know if I'm back in there or not, but I'd like to say hello to everyone, just to make sure, so I can see my sexy face. Hey, everyone, it's me, Chad. Okay, cool, custom website. If it's an informational website, $1,500, 5 pages. If it's an e-com website, minimum $2,500 for 15 products. If you're selling an Insta site, $199 one-time fee, hit them with a $49 month charge, which includes your SSL certificate and your hosting and access to the drag and drop builder. 2, directory listings, $199 per month, $49 one-time setup fee. Social media posting, $399 per month. Hit them with a $199 setup fee if you'd like. SEO, $699 a month. You can charge them a $199 one-time fee. Facebook ads, $999 a month. You can charge them $499 setup fee. Google ads, $999 a month, $499 setup fee. Everybody on the same page as me, 444 in the chat if you guys are on the same page as me. 444 in the chat, guys. Come on, everybody's got to wake up. I'll call you out if you don't put the 444 in the chat. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. All right, beautiful, guys. Let's stay right like that. That's perfect. All right, guys. Right like that. Right like that. I like that. Maybe not like that, but like right like that. I like that. I like it. All right, guys, let's talk about the value really quick, okay? What value, what are your actual value approaches? What can you tell a customer when you're trying to sell a website, okay? And I have them written down here, so this is gonna be proficient as hell. If you know Daddy and if you know Chad, I usually like to freestyle a lot of stuff, in the Dash U membership, we're gonna be doing lesson plans, okay? Because I'm gonna be spitting fire, and I wanna make sure that everything that's in here is right there going straight to you, okay? So the first thing, what does an actual website do? It creates a massive footprint for your business, Bobby the Painter. You don't have a website, Bobby the Painter? Like, what are you doing? It's 2020, you need to have a website. You have to have one. What are you doing, okay? It's gonna create a massive footprint online. People will be able to find you, okay? Second thing, it enables your business to actually generate leads. Somebody's looking for a painter, you might show up and there'll be a contact form on your website where they can contact you, right? So now instead of not having a website and not generating leads, you can have a website on this crazy thing called the World Wide Web, the internet, where your website can be floating around the web and be possibly found in Google searches. Okay? I know it sounds crazy, it's mind-blowing, right? But guess what? Just by having a website, you now have the option to generate leads online. It's crazy, okay? It also allows, obviously, potential people to find you online. So if somebody might be looking for specific services, even if you're not running an SEO campaign, there's an option that they will find, there's a possibility that they will find you, okay? Second thing, listings. What are your selling points for listings, okay? You get found in local directory listings such as Google My Business, Yahoo, Bing, Yelp, 411, like all these different places, okay, that you might not have been before. We're gonna put you and list you in all these different directory listings, so think about that. 70 plus listings, I want you to think about that. Right now, you might be listed on like 2. We're gonna put you in a lot more than them, okay? Second thing, we're gonna make sure that your information is 100% accurate across the web, okay? And I cannot tell you guys, over the past 10 years of doing digital marketing, have I stumbled upon listings for companies when I do scan and I see that their listings are out of date, they got the wrong, I'm talking about Yelp pages that get hundreds of views a month, Google business listing pages that get hundreds of views a month, their old website, wrong phone number that they had, like just tons of inaccurate information, and the business owners don't even know it. And it's your job to show it to them, okay? So it's very important. We will make sure that your information is 100% accurate across the entire web. And obviously, you'll be able to generate leads from people looking for you in these directory, right, listings. So somebody's going on Google or typing in painting in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Bang, guess what's gonna pop up? The Google business listing is gonna pop up first. If somebody goes to Yelp, which a shit ton of people use Yelp, they're gonna type in painter, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, enter. All these results are gonna spit out. And guess what? Bobby the Painter, you're gonna be in there somewhere, right? So instead of not being in there, we're gonna put you in there, and now you have the ability to generate more leads. Does that make any sense to you guys? I mean, I know a lot of this is like common sense type stuff. Can I get a 788 in the chat if we're on the same page? 788 in the chat if you think that we're on the same page here. Amazing, let's talk about social media posting. Dude, create a brand that will literally last forever. When you post on social media, if you don't delete it, that shit is there forever. It's there forever. It gets indexed. It's there. It's on the internet. Post multiple times a week. Create a brand. People will find you. Okay, guys? Probably one of the biggest things about social media, which a lot of people don't even think about, which is so crucial, is the fact that you can engage with potential customers, okay? Think about this. This should be on a freaking t-shirt, okay? You can engage with potential customers and build relationships with your current customers, okay? I'm gonna say it one more time so you can register, okay? You can engage with brand new people who don't know who you are and build better relationships with the people who already use your products and services, okay? Social media is so important, okay? Social media is the way that I built all my businesses, okay? Social media, flat out, okay? So important, guys, okay? Next one, SEO. What are the pointers of SEO? What is like the value propositions, okay? It's to generate leads from local, statewide, national, worldwide. People looking on Google for your products and services. Searching, they'll find you in the organic section, okay? Our goal is to get you listed up at the top when people are looking for your products and services, okay? That's the importance of SEO, okay? Not only that, but you can literally save money by getting organic traffic versus killing your ad spend, okay? So instead of spending 10 grand a month in ad spend, you might be able to chop that in half or maybe even wipe that away if you got some really badass SEO. Okay, and then we get the organic clicks, where every time somebody clicks, it doesn't cost you $10 a click, right? It's free. We just gotta make sure to get you up there, right? It's more of a long-term campaign style, but that shit will last forever, man. Okay? Also, it helps you build long-term brand awareness and stability for your business. Because I can't tell you enough, guys. Let's say it takes 6 months to a year to rank for a really competitive keyword. If you can hold that spot, you have no idea what that will do, how can that change a business, okay? Going from 0 leads a month to 40 leads a month can literally impact a business, their employees, their family. Like, it's a massive change for that business, okay? So keep that in mind and use that as a value proposition when you're selling, okay? Next is Facebook ads. Facebook ads is perfect when you're trying to target your exact and ideal audience. You already know who you want to target, right? If you're a gym, you want to target people maybe in a 10-mile radius who like working out or whatever the case is, you want them to come to your gym, right? You can literally find those people and target them on Facebook and put an ad in front of them, okay? Then you can obviously generate leads and sales for your business fast without the wait time, right? Because you can build up a Facebook ad in like a week or two, press play, and bam, you start generating leads, versus maybe some of the other stuff which is more organic, which takes time, right? That's the difference between paid advertising and organic advertising. Paid advertising, you start getting leads within the first 30 days, hopefully, okay? After, if you're doing organic advertising, it might take a couple of months to start generating those leads because you have to build up those systems, right, and processes, right? On top of that, create instant exposure for your brand along the way if you're running Facebook ads. Think about how many people are going to be able to see your brand, your logo. It's going to be embedded in their mind. Even if they're not clicking or using you now, trust me, they're going to remember you. They keep seeing your ad, okay? Let's talk about Google Ads. Place your message in front of people who are literally searching for your product. I can't stress this enough. If somebody is looking for a locksmith in Miami and your ad is #1 listed, trust me, they are going to click on your ad. They are locked out of their car. They're not going to go scrolling on Facebook looking for a locksmith. They are going to be looking for you, and they're going to pick up the phone and they're going to call you. Google Ads is one of the highest conversions because it's an intent-based search. People are intentionally going onto Google, they're searching for a product or service, they're finding somebody who offers that product or service, and they're buying, okay? It's a short-term sale, and you get them quickly, okay? That's a beauty of Google Ads. Okay, and then obviously increase sales with an audience that's intent-based, which is what we just spoke about. And then we want to drive traffic instantaneously, and have full control over your progression. So with paid ads, just like Facebook, you can turn on and off your ads. If you're too busy, you can pause your ads for a week to give you time to recoup. Okay, if you're not busy enough, you can add more ad spend and influx the amount of sales, calls, leads, whatever it is that you're trying to generate, right? You have full control over that. So it's almost like you have control over your business to turn on or off the faucet, maybe turn it on higher, turn it on lower. You control that faucet, okay? You as a marketing agency, you control that faucet for that business, okay? The last thing that we are going to be speaking about, and here's your golden nugget from today's lesson, and then we're gonna wrap up with some Q&A and close out this session. What is the best way to start generating conversations today? Notice that I did not say sales. Do you know why I didn't say sales? Go ahead and drop it in the chat. Why didn't I say sales? Why did I not say sales? Sales repel. Why did I not say sales? Come on, guys, drop it in the chat. To warm them up. Guys, it's so important to not put your foot first with the intention of selling. You should put your foot first with the intention to start a conversation and build a relationship in order for you to go out and actually sell, okay? So if you want to get to that sale, somebody said it, Matt said it, trust, right, is good. You have to get somebody to trust you and like you first. Guess what, guys? Most people buy from people that they trust, okay? It's a stat. People know it. If I trust you, like I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Why are you in Dash University versus the 1,000 of other programs out there? Because you trust us, or you trust me, you trust Angel, you trust DashClicks to provide you good, valuable information. You could have joined any other course, right? Obviously, our shit's the best. Throwing that out there. I'm just saying, okay? You trust us and you love us. And for that, we love you too, okay? But there's a concept behind that. The mind will shift towards people that they like, and they'll do business with those people first, okay? So, what's the best way? The best way to find this. Find these or start these conversations. Best way to start conversations. Guys, go ahead and drop some in the chat. I obviously got my list here, but I want to see what you guys think. Where is the best place to go start conversations to try to generate new business? Drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat below. Drop it in the chat below. Where is the best place? Manuel said LinkedIn. At their office, Richard said. Matt said phone. What else we got, guys? Drop it in the chat below. Okay, all of those are good. Here's what you can start off by doing right now. The first thing that I want you guys to do, literally, whether it's you're starting it today or you're going to start it tomorrow, is I want you guys to take action and create an action plan. Okay? So take action, and these are the channels that you can literally go out to and start a conversation. Let's talk about that really quick first. Okay, let's start with social media. For me, Facebook groups is my favorite. Going in there, starting conversations with people, building a relationship, becoming their friend on Facebook, and then later on down the road selling. Okay? Then that turns into Facebook DMs, right? Facebook direct messages. You can also start conversation by posting on Facebook. Posts. Right? You see me do it all the time if you're friends with me on Facebook, if you follow me on Facebook. Every time I post something, it could be a value post, and I get people commenting, and guess what? Those comments, they start conversations. I know, it's crazy, right? And you can do this exact same thing for not only Facebook, but you can do it for Instagram, if you're an Instagram person. Okay, you can do it for LinkedIn, if you're a LinkedIn person. For me, to be completely honest with you guys, I'm a Facebook and Instagram type of guy. I don't really use my LinkedIn. I'll be straight up. Okay? I'm a Facebook and Instagram type of guy, and that's completely cool because I built 7-figure businesses using Facebook and Instagram. Okay? So if you're at the point where you just want to even generate a client, start having conversations on Facebook and Instagram. Start with that. Okay? Set a goal for yourself today when you leave this webinar to go out on Facebook and speak to 10 people. Start conversations with 10 people. Then do the same thing on Instagram. Not everybody hangs out on the same channel. I know it's crazy. There's people that use Instagram that don't use Facebook. There's people that use Facebook that don't use Instagram. There's people that hang out in both, right? Start using those, okay? This is the number one, for me, the number one way to start a conversation, okay? Who's going to do that today when they leave? They're going to go DM, or they're going to do a Facebook post, or they're going to post in a Facebook group 10 times, and they're going to do the same thing on Instagram and the same thing on LinkedIn if you use LinkedIn. 10. I guarantee you add another $1,000 a month of revenue by doing something as simple as this every single day. Can you guys drop a number 10 in the chat if you plan on doing this when you leave the webinar today? Yeah. Boris said 10. Emmanuel said 10. Damien, 10. Richard said 10. Yeah. It's the simplest things. Guys, Kenton, 10. Simplest things. Matt, 10. Everybody, 10, 10, 10 across the board. I see 10s flying through. Guys, the simplest thing that you can do. Don't overcomplicate shit, because shit that's complex, you're not going to make money. Okay? Keep things simple. Be a human being. Bring yourself down back to earth and be a human and talk to other humans. Start conversations with them. You have no idea how many times people, I got freaking 2 people DM me Okay, I'll use a perfect example that somebody used on me that got me. Okay, and a sale to you can be anything. Okay, to these people it was one person. One person wanted to interview me in their group. Okay, they're working on building their group. They got about 450 members, and he's been trying to reach out to me, and he's been kept following up with me until yesterday. He's like, Chad, I want to interview you in my group. I think you're gonna add a lot of value. That was his message. He said, Chad, I have a group of 450 people, and he was honest about it, and he was vulnerable. He said, Chad, I have a group of 450 people. It's not a big group. It's probably not going to get a lot of exposure, but having you in the group will change a couple of lives because you can add some value in the group. I was like, sure, let's do it. You have no idea. That was a sale to him. That's what he wanted. He wanted to get me to be interviewed in his group. You guys want to start getting sales, right? So go out into these people's inboxes and inbox them and say, hey, just wanted to give you a heads up. I was looking at your website and you just got a couple broken links here. Hope that helps. Guess what? They're going to respond because they're human. They're going to say, thanks so much. I'll let my developer know, or I'll tell my wife or my kid to fix it. No problem, okay? And then guess what? Go in with another conversation. Say, awesome, glad I could help. By the way, if you need anything, I have a whole web development company and we can definitely help you out with that. Side note, if you need anything, have a great day. Don't try to make the sale on the first touch. You never walk into a club and start making out with girls or guys, right? You don't do that. You go in there, you talk, you bring them to dinner, and then you do the dirty nasty, okay? But don't do it on the first time. Can we get the GoPro? I got the crew laughing here. You dirty-minded, all dirty-minded people. Don't do the dirty nasty, okay? Don't do the dirty nasty. It's the easiest thing that you can do right now to generate conversations which turn into sales. Stop being greedy. Don't be a savage. Be a human being. Get into social media. Message 10 people in their DM. If you're a real OG, maybe you're not with the O, but if you're a real gangster, okay, and you really care about your business and your agency and you're really struggling to get leads, this is what I recommend you do right now when you get off this webinar. Go into any Facebook group, whether it's a Marketer's Mindset group, whether it's a ClickFunnels group, whether it's any other group, whether it's a plumbing group, a real estate association group, any group that you want where you think that there's like-minded people in there that you can make sales from and add value. Go in there and post 10 different posts, value posts. Guess what? You can take the same post and post it in all freaking 10 groups, copy and paste, bang, okay? Go into 10 people's DMs, find 10 people that you think that would be a good fit for you to work with, find an issue and provide them value, help them out. Don't try to make the sale, okay? Just help them. Facebook posts, I wouldn't say post 10 times on your wall today, but post once a day on your wall and see what happens. So people start noticing you. And then go and do the same thing on Instagram. Do a post a day on Instagram, on your personal page. Start doing stories, right? Start doing stories. Go into 10 people's DMs and start DMing them. I can tell you one thing. Do you know how many influencers I've connected with just by going into their Instagram DMs? I'm talking to you about like every single person that I've interviewed in the Marketer Mindset webinars, like people like Ryan Stewman, Dennis Yu. I'm talking about like Ryan Stewart, Arnie Giske, Jose Pena, like all these big influencers that are all in the space. All I did was just message them on Instagram. If they didn't answer me, I just followed up. Follow-up game's got to be strong. Your follow-up game can't be weak. You're just gonna lose money, right? So what I do is, if I'm using Instagram, I'll go into Instagram, I'll create a message, I'll craft a really fire message, right? And then I'll send that message to the same 10 people. And then I'll star their conversation in the inbox of Instagram, and then I'll just filter it, and whoever didn't answer me, I'll just copy paste my reply. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, I just wanted to circle back, see if you got this message. Would really like to connect with you. Circle back. Keep doing that every freaking day. Okay, I promise you, they're gonna get the message, and eventually somebody out of the 10 people is gonna answer you. If you do this every day, that shit's gonna start moving with extreme momentum, okay? Same thing on Instagram, same thing on LinkedIn, guys, okay? Last thing before we close out with the Q&A is 3 channels which I love if you really want to go OG, and this is cold calling. Cold emailing. And cold walk-ins. Cold calling, cold emailing, and cold walking. The reason why it's called cold is because you don't know these people. This is the first time you are approaching them. They have no clue who you are, and you're going to go in there and you're going to start conversations. These are also cold methods, but they get hotter once you warm up because social media just makes things hot really quick. Okay? Cold emailing, cold calling, cold walk-ins. This right here is how I started social agency. Okay, grew that up to 7 figures in recurring revenue. Right here, 1, 2, 3, bang, bang, bang. These are my 3 things that I did. Only until like year 8 did I start running ads and stuff. This is what I did. Okay, I did this, and then obviously when social media started getting really popular in the last like 3 to 5 years, started doing this. Okay, this is like one of my newer paths that I really enjoy doing. Okay, everybody on the same page. Can we put this full screen? They can do a screenshot real quick. Guys, go ahead and take a screenshot of this really quick. Don't worry. I will be giving you a copy of my lesson plan. All right, guys, anybody got any questions? Let's go front facing. Anybody got any questions? Go ahead and drop your question in below. I'll answer a couple questions and then we'll wrap this bad boy up. What questions do you have for me? Any questions that you have about the segment, about your agency, about your personal life, literally anything. Just go ahead and hit me with it. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you guys out, here to help you scale your agency. Go ahead and be that person and ask that question. We'll wait about 30 to 60 seconds. If anybody has any questions, drop it in the chat. If not, we'll close out the segment. I'll say goodbye to you beautiful people. What questions do you have? Nobody's got any questions. If nobody's got questions, that means I'm spitting fire and I just gave you everything that you needed to know. If I gave you everything that you needed to know, maybe just put a 786 in the chat. 786 in the chat. 786 in the chat. Beautiful. Beautiful. Good, guys. Very good. All right, well, there's no more questions. By the way, guys, if you do have questions, something that you can't think of, oh, here, somebody had to drop in the question as I'm closing it out, Matt. Cold calling and selling Insta sites, but getting a lot of no-shows. Yeah, you're always going to have, guys, whatever you do in business and your outbound approaches, you're always going to have no-shows, okay? You're always going to have like a 40, 50% no-show rate, and that's normal. Don't let that discourage you. All this whole thing over here, everything behind me, everything that I just taught you, it's all a numbers game, okay? You just have to do more of it, and then if you can't do enough yourself, you hire VAs to do it for you, okay? So really what you have to focus on if you're doing cold calling and selling Insta sites is just do more volume. Matt, if you don't mind me asking, how many phone calls, outbound calls are you making a day? Just go ahead and drop it in the chat real quick. Let's see if we can defuse this for you and help you out, man. How many cold calls, Matt, are you doing outbound a day? Go ahead and drop it in the chat. You're doing 600 cold calls a day. Okay, is that a day? Because that doesn't seem like a realistic number. Because I've had call centers and nobody was doing 600 calls a day. Is that daily or is that weekly? I just want to make sure we're on the same page. And are you using a predictive dialer? Or are you hand dialing? What's going on here? Okay, so that's 3 people on the phone. Got you, understood. Okay, and you said yes. So does that mean you're using a predictive dialer? Or a power dialer? Yes, okay, cool. So you got 3 people on the phone. You're doing 600 outbound calls per day, so that's 200 calls per day. Now, is that 200 connects per day per rep, or is that just outbound calls? Do you know what your connect rate is, how many people you're actually getting live on the phone? Because if you're using an outbound dialer, what happens is the system will call and then you'll get an inbound call. So essentially they're inbound calls, right? So how many actual inbound connects are you getting on a daily basis per rep? Not sure. Okay, so Matt, you got to know your metrics, brother. What are you using? Are you using, what tool are you using for your predictive dialer? Call tools, okay. So in call tools, and I'll just give you some stats from when we were doing it. On average, we would probably, like if it's one rep can probably burn through about like 500 numbers a day, but they'll get probably about, I don't know, like 75 to 100 inbound connects per day, if that's you're running through a good list, okay? But what you really need to focus on is the number of inbounds that you're actually connecting. And then inbound doesn't mean anything. You have to make sure that you're setting up your dispositions properly in call tools, because right now you're burning through numbers and burning through leads, and you don't understand your metrics. And if you don't understand your metrics, you're not going to get anywhere, right? So you have to understand your metrics. The key metrics in a call center that you need to understand is how many phone numbers you're burning through a day, which is how many phone numbers the system is dialing through a day, how many inbound calls are you getting per rep on a daily basis, and out of how many of those calls you're getting are turning into scheduled calls. Because what you're doing is you're setting appointments. You're not trying to sell on the first call, right? You're setting appointments, right? So I'm assuming those 3 people are appointment setters. So you said you're getting about 10 set appointments per day. So that's normal if you're burning at that rate. That's completely fine. And now the issue that you're saying is nobody's answering the phone. So you should have probably about a 40 to 50% no-show rate, okay? What you need to do is make sure that you have a follow-up approach, because if you don't have a follow-up approach, follow-up game has to be strong. Okay, so it sounds to me like a couple things that you can do if those metrics seem to be right is you need to change up the script that you're using and split test different scripts. What I would do is you have 3 reps, put each rep on a different script, have them call every single day for 7 days and see which one gets better volume, what metrics come out of it, and then use that script site-wide. You got to keep testing your scripts, okay? So that's the first thing you can do, okay? The second thing that you can do is that's the first thing that you can do to bring up the actual appointments, okay? Another thing that you can do in call tools is you can do local DID numbers, and what that basically means is if you're calling nationwide, let's say you're calling all of the United States as an example, your outbound phone number, if it's in, you know, where are you located, Matt? You guys are getting some high-level shit on day one. I'm just throwing that out there, okay? You're in Utah, right? So if you're doing outbound calls and you're using a Utah number, that means you're calling people in New York and they're getting a Utah number. The chances of them answering are probably very unlikely. But if you're calling somebody in New York and they're getting a New York local number, the chances of them answering are a lot higher, right? So in call tools, you can purchase local DID numbers, which is what we do. And what that does is when you're doing the outbound calling, it will call that person, and the caller ID that they see on their phone will actually be a local phone number for their state. So you can go in and buy 52 numbers or whatever, 50 numbers or whatever you want to buy, depending on the states that you're targeting, right? Get those numbers, get those local DIDs. I think they're like $2 a DID per month. So you'll end up spending about an extra $100 a month in just phone numbers, but your call rate, the pickup rate is gonna skyrocket, okay? You'll probably get like an extra 20 to 30% of people picking up the phone, and if you're doing about, let's just say 1,000, you're burning through 1,000 numbers per day, dude, that's like 200 extra connects or 100 extra connects per day. So think about it. That's one thing that you can do to get more connects. Another thing that you can do to actually get more scheduled calls is to change up your script, split test your script, change it up, okay? Make it personal. Use the inject fields inside of call tools when you're using your script. So upload your script into call tools and use the inject elements and inject the person's name. So the people who are reading off the script, instead of saying, hey, can I speak to the business owner? They're saying, if you have the company's or the owner's info, saying, hey, Bobby, I see you're the owner of Bobby the Painter. Just wanted to reach out to you and blah, 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 right? So you make it more personalized. If you make it more personalized, you're going to sound less like a cold caller, and you're going to get way higher metrics, right? So you have to understand your metrics. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to do a whole call center approach and a whole call calling approach. If that's something that you guys want to learn more on, like high-level metrics like that, go ahead and drop a 78 in the chat. Just so I want to make sure if that's something that you guys would be interested in. 78, 78, 78. Awesome. Cool, guys. We're going to get into that. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is just literally the first day in DashU. The goal of this is not to make you a 7-figure agency within a 1 hour or an hour and a half webinar, okay? It's not going to happen. You got to be realistic, okay? Which is why you need to make sure you indulge yourself and come every single week, because every single week, you know, for you, Matt, That was your golden nugget, right? That was your golden nugget. That you taking that and implementing that in your agency might change your entire agency, right? That's why it's so important to come on and show up and watch every single one of these webinars so you have no clue what other agency owners are going to ask, because these are live shows, right? So what Matt asked, that might have hit like 10 people's hearts in here. That might change 10 people's agencies from one golden nugget. So be prepared, be in here, indulge the information, intake everything, take notes, go in. We're also going to have downloadable assets. We're going to have quizzes that you're going to be able to take to make sure that you're absorbing the information properly, because we know it's a lot of info. Think about this as a university. Don't think about this as a webinar. Think about it as a university. If you go into university, they don't teach you everything from A to Z on day one, right? You're going to go in a structured process, and you're going to learn A first. Then you're going to learn B, then C, then D, and then you're going to work your way up the alphabet, right? So very, very important. Emmanuel asks, how much do you recommend cold calling per day? The more the merrier, dude. The more the merrier. An average 8-hour employee that's doing outbound calls, minus lunch and bathroom breaks, because everybody's human, right? So they'll probably be on the phones maybe 6.5 hours, 7 hours. You could probably get about 150 hand dials. If you're doing it through call tools, you'll probably double that number, okay? Our listings available for the UK. Unfortunately, they're not available for the UK right now. They're only available in US, for US clients, right? So if you're in the UK but you have a US client, you can still get that. Matt says 100 to 200, yeah. And your metrics are always going to change, guys, which is, I think, the beauty of this private community, right? Going in and asking those questions, you're going to see other people's metrics. You're going to be able to step up your game to help your agency, right? Call tools that are DashClicks products. It's not a DashClicks products, no. It's something that we personally use. We use it for our Dash Connect team. We use it in our past for our agency. We don't do outbound calls for our agency anymore because we have so many inbound stuff. But it's something that we recommend using. If you'd like, you can speak to my good friend Chase over at Call Tools. Tell him that DashClicks sent you. We don't make any commission or referral fees or anything like that. It's just a good connect that you guys can have. I think he's a VP of sales there. He'll hook you guys up. Just tell him Chad sent you from DashClicks. Matt said it works. Yeah, I mean, think about it. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up today's lessons. Thank you so much for joining us on episode 1 of Dash University. This has been the first episode of Whiteboard Strategies. My name is Chad Kodary, CEO of DashClicks, and I will see you inside of the membership area. Have a good one, guys.